understanding the other methods that exist. The knowledge conveyed in this special section provides context to the four pathways system. Fundamentally, there are two contemporary approaches to healing. These are usually termed allopathic and holistic, though there are other names for each. While both tactics fall short, each also presents benefits. Allopathic modalities are considered Western in nature, and holistic care aligns with Eastern thought. Allopathy is also called biomedicine, as well as conventional, mainstream, orthodox, and traditional medicine. Holistic therapies are also labeled alternative, integrative, functional, and complementary medicine. They include a component called energy medicine. In general, allopathic medicine seeks to destroy pathological invaders or suppress systems. Holistic therapies assert that a human is composed of a body, mind, and soul, and because of this, the causes of a problem might be found in a physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual component of the self, and the same is true of the solutions to a problem. As we review the most fundamental allopathic and holistic philosophies and practices, I'll point out their positive features, but also showcase what each is missing. These comparisons will help me make the case for the need to address the assumptions underlying each model by presenting two different universes. The allopathic healing modality. As I've already suggested, allopathic medicine is largely based on Western principles. In allopathy, healthcare professionals usually employ medicines, radiation, or surgery to treat or repress the symptoms of disease or other challenges. Even though allopathic approaches are often called traditional, the term is a misnomer. Traditional medicine constitutes whatever healing approach is indigenous to a group of people. And actually, these modalities are anchored in the holistic principles that have existed in most tribal and village communities across time. As the World Health Organization, WHO, reports, most traditional medicines not only maintain and improve health, but are used to prevent and treat both physical and mental issues. WHO adds that alternative or complementary medicines are merely those that aren't integrated into a country's traditions, but instead are used in a supplemental way. These points mean that in many cultures, practices such as surgery would be considered complementary, not traditional. Why am I making a fuss about the definition of allopathic medicine? Because I want you to know there are effective healing treatments beyond the narrow band of methods allopathy currently employs. In fact, there are philosophies that allopathic medicine ought to embrace, but is currently ignoring. At this moment, allopathic treatments are mainly destructive in nature, but there are two other allopathic philosophies that are dissimilar. The easiest way for me to illustrate this point is through the treatment of microbes, which allopathy seeks to destroy under the model approved by the American Medical Association, AMA. In fact, AMA-approved allopathic researchers most frequently describe microbes as pathogens or parasitic organisms. Microbes, including bacteria, viruses, fungi, and protozoa, do cause disease, but they also quite actively contribute to our well-being. In fact, most of the microbes in our microbiome, or gut, support health, assisting with concerns including immunity, digestion, weight control, and disease resistance. We're lucky this is the case, since our microbiome's microbes outnumber our human cells, those coded with our own DNA, 10 to 1. The overall healing strategy of the AMA allopathic medical model is called germ theory, which basically means that microbes, or germs, are the enemy and must be abolished at all costs. This theory goes back centuries, but its destructive bent is frequently credited to Louis Pasteur, who lived in the 19th century. After proposing that microorganisms initiate disease, he experimented with killing